Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a like up. Triple H has shown adaptability as the head of WWE Creative, often juggling between top talents to give most athletes a chance to shine. However, the game's booking of Finn Balor has not been well received by the majority of fans. The Prince was expected to be one of the most prominent stars under Triple H's regime, considering his bookings during the Black and Gold era of NXT was spearheaded by Hunter himself. However, Balor is often on the losing end of his matches and has very little credibility as a single star presently. Balor was in action on Raw this past Monday where he challenged for the Intercontinental Championship. However, the Judgment Day star once again lost the match, with his stablemate Dominic Mysterio playing an inadvertent role in the outcome. The result did not sit well with fans, with many disappointed with how the 11-time WWE champion has been booked in the last few years, with many feeling that the CCO had lost faith in him. A fan even noted that they could see Balor being released from WWE after WrestleMania 41, considering the Stamford-based promotion had no creative direction for him. Finn Balor is one of the greatest NXT superstars of all time. He was presented as a top-tier star during the Black and Gold era of NXT, which was booked by Triple H. However, the CCO has not booked him in a similar fashion on the main roster. Balor has largely been limited to the tag division in the last few years. He earlier used to team up with Damian Priest, and the duo won the tag team gold on a few occasions. However, the Prince had been tagging with JD McDonagh since Priest was ousted from the Judgment Day at SummerSlam 2024, while Finn Balor has won the undisputed tag team championship on 2 occasions with Priest and the World Tag Team title with McDonagh. Once in the past 2 years, fans have been pushing for Triple H to give him a proper singles run, as it has been many years since the Prince has held individual gold. It was reported a few months back that WWE was lining up Finn Balor for a huge push in 2025. However, judging by how the year has gone for the star so far, it looks like his fans will have to be more patient. Vivek is a part of the combat sports division at Sportskeeda Wrestling. An engineering graduate, he joined the division 3 years ago because of his passion for pro wrestling. A fan since childhood, Vivek recalls the first show he watched was WrestleMania 21, where John Cena won the WWE Championship. Despite being a part of the WWE team, Vivek's favorite wrestlers are Adam Hangman Page and Darby Allin from AEW. Hangman's storyline with Kenny Omega and the Elite was one of the reasons he started watching AEW, and he feels the star's rise to the top resonates with many. Darby's unparalleled passion for the business makes him his second favorite. He strictly adheres to Sportskeeda's ethical standards and conducts thorough research before writing on any topic. Apart from working for Sportskeeda, Vivek is also a finance student. He loves to follow the stock and crypto world, studying the market in his free time. In the ever-evolving landscape of WWE, one thing remains constant. The fans are always watching, always reacting, and always speculating. And lately, the name on everyone's lips isn't a rising star like LA Knight or a dominant force like Roman Reigns. Instead, it's one of the most decorated superstars of the modern era, an 11-time world champion who now finds himself adrift in the shifting tides of WWE's creative direction. Triple H has given up on him, one fan posted on X, formerly Twitter. He's just there to lose matches now. It's sad. He's done, another user wrote. He will be released after WrestleMania. Book it. While social media can sometimes jump the gun, there's no denying the current trajectory of this once unshakable main eventer has raised serious eyebrows, and not in the people's eyebrow kind of way. To understand the gravity of these reactions, we must first recognize the legacy behind the man in question. The Miz, a former WWE champion, Grand Slam winner, reality TV star, and McMaster who spent the better part of 2 decades proving doubters wrong. From headlining WrestleMania 27 to carrying the Intercontinental Championship with unmatched flair, The Miz has always been a polarizing figure. Some fans loved to hate him. Others just hated him. But even the harshest critics couldn't deny that he was reliable. He showed up. He performed. He made others look good. And he did it with a rare consistency. But 2024 and now 2025 haven't been kind to the A-lister. Shoved into comedic feuds, used primarily to put over younger stars, and rarely, if ever, taken seriously as a contender, Miz has become what wrestling fans dread most for their favorites, an afterthought. When Triple H took the reins of creative in 2022, a new wave of excitement flooded the WWE universe. Suddenly, long-overlooked stars like Johnny Gargano, Tommaso Ciampa, and Gunther were getting meaningful TV time. Stories had longer arcs. Character work mattered again. For all his accolades, The Miz doesn't quite fit into Triple H's vision of wrestling as both sport and cinema. He's a sports entertainer in a world turning back toward wrestling purism. His style, more theatrical than technical, more cunning than commanding, feels increasingly out of sync with the new tone of the product. Even his feuds have lost steam. The short-lived rivalry with Late Night ended with Miz eating multiple losses. His hosting gigs are now more of a punchline than a spotlight. And most recently, his name has been notably absent from any meaningful WrestleMania 41 build-up. On Reddit threads and comment sections, the tone has shifted from hopeful to fatalistic. Once, fans believed Miz could get a surprise late career run, perhaps a final IC title reign or a tag title run with a younger partner. Now they're asking if he'll even be at WrestleMania. I get that he's not a wrestler's wrestler, wrote one Reddit user. But Miz has been loyal, safe, and consistent for 20 years. If anyone deserves one last real run, it's him. Triple H is all about the future, said another fan. Miz is part of the past. He's not in the plans. If he's not released after Mania, I'll be shocked. Of course, these comments are unconfirmed speculation. There have been no official reports from WWE or credible outlets suggesting Miz is on the chopping block. But in wrestling, perception often precedes reality. WWE is a machine that rarely stops for sentiment. That said, Miz still offers tremendous value, especially outside the ring. As a brand ambassador, media personality, and host, few superstars can match his polish. He can be funny, infuriating, and engaging, all in the same promo. The question isn't whether The Miz has value. It's whether WWE still sees it. Triple H's focus on long-term storytelling and match quality may limit Miz's creative opportunities. But there's still room for veteran antagonists, surprise Rumble entrants, and managers who bring heat. Could Miz transition into a Paul Heyman-esque role for a younger star? Could he revive the dirt sheet persona for NXT as a mentor/heel GM? Could he even be the host of WrestleMania for the third year in a row, just to deliver one final really? The possibilities are there, but they require intent from creative and a willingness to adapt from The Miz himself. WWE has never shied away from dramatic exits. If Miz were to be released, or retire voluntarily, it could be packaged as a major TV moment, a farewell segment on Raw, a surprise Hall of Fame induction, even a final grudge match against an old rival like John Morrison or Dolph Ziggler. If done right, it could be a celebration rather than a burial. But fans aren't holding their breath. The Miz, to them, has become the canary in WWE's creative coal mine, a reminder that no tenure is too long, and no resume too thick to be ignored. And for now, the silence around his direction is louder than any promo he's cut. It's always risky to declare someone's WWE career dead before it actually is. The Undertaker was counted out more than once. Randy Orton has seen more comebacks than title reigns. Even Edge came back after a 9-year retirement. Still, the energy around the Miz's current run is undeniable. He's fading, not in relevance among fans, but in value to the current creative direction. Whether this leads to release, retirement, or reinvention remains to be seen. But one thing's for sure, WWE fans aren't ready to say goodbye just yet.